Arthur was born upstairs in this house, and so he started his life here. Arthur's always been a leader, and even in high school, he was president of the student council, and I was a young freshman, and I always thought he was pretty neat. We didn't date at that time at all. It wasn't until I was in college and he came to Wellesley. He was at Harvard, a senior when I was a freshman at Wellesley. That was really when we started to get to know one another. He was very articulate. He was fun to be with, and just a delightful person. And that really has never changed. In 1976, when the hospital first opened, Arthur had the opportunity to be employed by the university as its first orthopedic surgeon. And he did the first operation. He thoroughly enjoyed that opportunity. He helped to set the direction for that part of the medical school. And over the years, it's grown tremendously. We got involved with the Red Sox in 1978. That came about because Arthur had taken care of some figure skaters who went on to be Olympic skaters.
A fine performance by the Carruthers that earned them a surprise silver medal behind the Soviets' goal.
Because of that, the Bruins would use him as a consult. When Buddy LaRue got involved with the Red Sox, asked Arthur to also get involved. So he became the Red Sox physician through that connection.
I had a great baseball career. I lived my dream. Many call it the impossible dream. Arthur Pappas was responsible for my dream.
Long drive, right field, way back, near the wall, and there it is! Home run number 400, Carl Yastrzemski!
If it wasn't for Arthur Pappas, I would have not had 3,000 hits and 400 home runs. The last 7 years of my career, I had tremendous back problems. He kept me in the lineup. If I did miss, it was only a couple of days. Thank you, Arthur Pappas. I should say browse.
Dennis Eckersley coming into what's going to be a standing ovation.
If it wasn't for Dr. Pappas and his knowledge of the shoulder and helping me to recover from really almost a dead arm and a career that on the ropes, that I never would have been able to accomplish what I have and to fulfill the dream of being able to play as long as I have.
There are thousands that he's touched, and you think of the families that he's helped. And I've heard some of the stories that have been told about a child will come with a broken femur, and while Arthur has been resetting the bone, the child will fall asleep. So he's had that magical touch to be able to to be able to be the physician and yet be a friend to the child and the family.
I was diagnosed with a congenital pseudarthrosis of my right tibia and fibula when I was about 3 months old. So basically, it's two bones in my leg that break easily, and when they break, they don't heal on their own. I've been seeing Dr. Pappas since very soon after my diagnosis when I was 3 months old. Dr. Pappas was someone who always focused on things that I could do instead of things that I couldn't do. There are many, many doctors who are competent in how they treat people physically. The doctor that can really make an effect on somebody's life through and through, and the person they are and how they deal with adversity, and making sure that someone realizes the things that they can do are more important than the things that they can't do. He's a doctor who does all of that in such a subtle way. It's just his way of operating, and the way that he treats people with that holistic lens is the way that all doctors should aim to be when they're thinking about treating their patients.
Even before I came to UMass, I knew of Dr. Pappas not only because he was the surgeon, Dr. Pappas, but also because in 1966 he actually operated on my mom, giving her not only a straight spine but a healthy outlook on life, and inspired her to become a doctor as well. He was always very happy to spend time with me. He helped me as I was planning for my career and after med school, and he's been a great role model. Dr. Pappas has definitely been one of the great physicians and leaders that have made UMass what it is today, and probably what it will continue to be. And because he has been such a such a warm person and such a great physician. I think he's been a great role model for many students and residents, and I think that we'll always keep him in mind in the future as we go forwards with our careers.
This honorary degree is very important to Arthur.
Enormous personal satisfaction. This is really recognition of contribution to the university itself, to the community, and to the improvement of medical care for a significant population of people.
He has been honored many times in recent years, and each one of those opportunities, events, has been a wonderful thing, and we've really been very appreciative and very grateful for it. But I think this is the quintessential honor because his life was spent at the University of Massachusetts. That was the fundamental career that he followed. And of all the honors that have been bestowed, I really believe this is the most important one to him.